Patreon member shout out. Just face it, we didn't make it. You bit off more than you can chew, can you taste it? Hey you, should've known better than the heck with someone like me. Hey you, forever and ever you're gonna wish I was your wifey. Should've held on, should've treated me right. Give you one last chance, you don't get it twice. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. I just had a 3-hour stream. Got asked a couple of unique questions, many of which people had a little bit some debate about in the comments. How much OMI do you need to retire? Most people probably won't even watch this video because they can kind of calculate it themselves. Someone said, is 10 million OMI enough to retire? Is 1 million, 20 million, whatever? This depends on a lot of different factors. Depends how old you are. It depends what your living expenses are, if they expect to increase, if you are healthy, if you are sick, you need medication, you're in a state or a country that doesn't have free Medicare or Medicaid, something like that. Or if you live in a place that has good quality health care, but it's just really expensive, or if you're a place that is free, but the medical health care is just not good and you need to pay for private. I'm just going to go really simple. Let's say you're young and healthy. Let's say you're 30 years old and you are spending about $4,000 a month. Let's say $2,000 on rent, $1,000 on food, $1,000 for whatever. Be advised that when you get money, like real money for the first time, that is a learning curve. I've said this before. It needs to be said that people have to go and make peace with the fact that some people, when they get hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, most people won't even get there because most people will sell on the way up and they'll buy a car, they'll buy a house, decide to go and say, hey, give someone $1 million. What are they looking to do? They're not looking to invest. They're looking to see what they can buy, what they can do for themselves. And sure, fine, go out and spend stuff. And you have to also realize what type of person you are. Are you cheap like me? Or are you just, you live within your means, or do you overspend? Be real with yourself. I'm asking you that, be real with yourself, because that could make or break you. If let's say you're young, you're 30, and you live within your means, let's say $4,000 a month. Okay, that's your bills. When you come into money, double that. Whatever you spend each month, double that, because that's just what you're going to want to do. That's just what is average out is what's going to happen. So let's say about $8,000 a month. Let's average that out to $100,000 a year. Okay, well, if you have $1 million, that's only going to last you 10 years. If you're, 60 years old, okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. But again, that's also if you don't invest it. That's if you don't do what, you can go and put it into a high interest savings thing, whatever, and get 4% a year. You do that, put $1 million, $40,000 a year. $2 million, $80,000 a year. You should be able to live on $80,000 a year, again, within your means. If you go and do it at, let's say you have 10 million OMI, well, if it's 50 cents, okay, well, $1 would be $10 million, 50 cents would be $5 million. If you're spending $100,000 a year and you have $5 million, well, you can live for 50 years just on that, not having to go and stake it, not having to go. I'm not even talking about OMI, just going and trying to get interest rates, wherever. But that's if you're 30 years old, and that's if you have 10 million OMI, and that's if it's 50 cents, which we might not get there for several years, like 2024, 2025, maybe even longer, give or take. A lot of things have to go right for that to happen really quickly. If you go on and you say, if you are the type of person that is known to overspend, is prone to addiction, like I was, I can't tell you how many bottles of Johnny Walker Blue I have in the place, how many bottles of Tequila. Johnny Walker Blue is empty, the Tequila is still full, thank God. If you know you're prone to addiction, you need to go set up a trust. You need to go and set up something to make sure that you just talk to an accountant, be like, hey, you're in charge of this, and because you can go through that really quickly. Money is not always good. I know friends that the only reason they're still alive is because they don't have money. because as soon as they get money, it goes right to drugs, goes right to alcohol, goes right to really bad things in life, and it's not good. So if you're a little older, let's say you have kids, let's say, you know what, I want to set up something for my kids, for college, or for a house, whatever. Okay, well, you might need a little more OMI. And again, I get it that 10 million OMI is not achievable for everyone. That is $20,000, give or take. That is a lot. I understand that 100,000%. Can you afford $1,000 and get 500,000 OMI? If you are working paycheck to paycheck, and it's hard, and again, not financial advice, but if you say, hey, this is what I have for paying bills, don't need anything else, and you have $40 a week left over, and you have a couple hundred dollars extra a month, cool. Within a year, if we stay down at these prices, you'll have $1 million OMI. Are you working as hard as you can? Right? How did I retire at 30? I had 2 businesses and I was working 80-ish hours a week. I was not doing, you have to see what you want to sacrifice. My whole social life through that 4 years was almost non-existent. I missed a lot of things, and I'm living the good life now. I'm chilling. I don't care. I just lost $800,000. I'm chilling. OMI went down a lot. I lost a whole bunch of money, but I know where the future's going. So it's fine. Can you stomach the ups and downs? Can you stomach buying OMI right now? Let's say $2,000 is like the most things that you could ever put into it, and then getting it cut down to 1,000. Can you handle that? If you can't handle that, then I just want to say deal with it. But if that's going to take up some mental space, some mental real estate in your head, and you're going to be like, hey, I don't, and it's going to affect your work and maybe get fired, it'll affect your relationship, whatever, then maybe don't do it. Talk to a financial advisor, which technically I am, but not anymore. At least my clients were all just business owners. But if you go and you have 500,000 OMI and you're living on $40,000 a year, okay, then you can go on and add $1, let's say in 5 years or whatever, we go and suddenly you have $500,000. Okay, well, you could live for 10 years like for free, if you live within your means. If you keep saying that, again, $1 million can go like that. If you're in New York, okay, buy a house, $500,000. You buy, a car, nice $50,000 car. Let's go crazy. Go $100,000 car, and you go and you have that. Okay, well, that car is not going to last you forever. If it's a Tesla, sure, it probably will. But suddenly there's $600,000 just gone, and you have $400,000 left, and you have to pay taxes on it. It goes very, very quickly. The only thing I would say as far as trying to save and invest, if you have more money than you know what to do with, talk to a financial advisor, go in and set some goals, and then it's you don't have to keep growing forever. You can go and say, hey, I have a couple $1 million now. I don't need that much. I'm going to put $2 million into that high interest savings thing. That's $80,000 a year. And this is not something that is like, okay, well, yeah, it's nice to be a millionaire. Well, I'm not anymore. And I give me $10 million right now, my life won't change. If I was single, my life definitely wouldn't change. It would only change now just because I have a girlfriend, I'd move her in someplace, get a house. But also, if you don't need a house, don't get the house. I have friends that have like a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, and they live by themselves. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I had friends in Pokemon cards. I would sell these giant Pokemon cards, and because they pay so much in rent, it's like, okay, that card, that money is gone inside of a year. And I get it. My typical strategy is buying and hodling. If you want to flip, you can go ahead and flip. That's fine. You sell on the way up. But the past of my experience have shown me that hodling seems to be the best way for me, because I don't care what goes up or down. I like it when it goes down because I can buy more of it. I buy more OMI every single week. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. And everyone please check out @HeyDavidon and @KingMavsForever over on the Twitter, Stand Up Chart, and King Mavs over on the Veve app. Kobe Collection, OMI Player 1 over on the YouTube, GreatX.eth domain name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Tap Strays, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube. Got at Wet Wizard Veve and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.